Right, everybody, welcome back to your latest Manchester United news. Now, in this video, we'll be talking the latest on a shock move for Alexis Macallister. We'll be talking about that story, giving you kind of the likelihood of that happening. I mean, I don't think it is going to happen, but we'll talk about it anyway and giving you some stuff on that. We've got a huge update on Macallister and his return date, which is absolutely massive for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes as well. Some talks about Ratcliffe, which we'll go into, but listen, the main thing I want to talk about is this whole Macallister stuff. I've seen it come out and it's getting a lot of traction on social media. Let's have a conversation about it. So, Manchester United are considering a stunning swoop on bitter rivals Liverpool for Alexis Macallister. Old Trafford chief are monitoring closely the situation surrounding World Cup winner Macallister. Rumours are growing that the Argentine sensation might leave Liverpool this summer. So this is coming in from the Cross Daily Star, who again, they reported that Tuchel would be joining United. Ultimately, he signed a new contract the next day. So this is what they said. Manchester United are weighing a bid for Liverpool midfielder Alexis Macallister as a shortlisted midfield target for the summer. The 27-year-old is under contract with Liverpool in 2028, but has had a difficult season and a direct move would be given and a direct move would be rare given the club's rivalry. Macallister's 27 years old. United are monitoring it. He joined obviously from 2020. He joined from Brighton in 2023 for 55 million. United have an interest in load of midfielders. Now listen, what I don't get about this, like this has come out of nowhere. It don't make any sense to me why Manchester United would be anywhat interested in signing Macallister. I mean, he's just won at the Premier League in the summer. And he's a top level midfielder. I don't get why he would join United. I don't get why he would sort of leave what he's doing at Liverpool to join a Manchester United team. Like, it's not like he's even the sort of profile that we need anyway. I think if United are going to go and get a midfielder, has to be a deep line number 6, and that ultimately isn't Macallister. He's more of a number 8. Gravenberch is the main 6 for Liverpool. And listen, I know we need a midfielder, but come on, like, what is this sort of journalism? Who are you reporting us? Like, just linking us to anyone at this point. We get flipping Snyder, who we've been linked to. You probably go out and get Rodri as well. Like, at this point, United are just going to be linked to anyone. And that's not even to tie down a new contract. I mean, listen, I don't think this will happen. I don't think there's any chance of this happening. And he does seem very happy at Liverpool. He's playing games, he's scoring goals, he's a decent midfielder, don't get me wrong. I liked him when he was at Brighton. But it just don't make any sense. For me, if he was to come into this United team, which again is a massive if and probably won't happen, he wouldn't even be the number 6 anyway. He would be someone who plays next to... he'd be someone who is on the bench for Kobbie Mainoo, in my opinion. I'm having Kobbie Mainoo over Alexis Macallister any day of the week. And I feel like this is just, I don't know what the reason is for. Maybe to get him back into the Liverpool team, but he won't be joining Manchester United, and I think it's just a load of bollocks, really. I think in terms of midfielder that United are going to get, again, it's Wharton, it's Anderson, it's Belieber, it's potentially João Gomez, Sandro Tonali, these sorts of midfielders. It's not going to be Alexis Macallister from Liverpool, who don't even fit the profile that we want. I think is a nonsense story, and it don't really make any sense to me why Manchester United would be after Alexis Macallister anyway. It's not like we've been linked to someone like Amadou Onana, who is a number 6, who could potentially be on the move. Like, Macallister, for me, has probably... I'm not going to say as far as 0%, but I'll say probably has a less than 5% chance of leaving Liverpool this summer. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think of Macallister? Don't get me wrong, he's a decent player, but it don't make any sense why that would happen. I'll be surprised if you don't see him come out and sign a new deal soon. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is De Ligt. Now, De Ligt has set his sights on a return to action next month, hoping to boost Michael Carrick's decisive push to secure Champions League next season. Well-placed sources suggest that De Ligt has not hit the panic button, even though his long-term injury could jeopardise his place at the World Cup. Now, what I want to say about De Ligt, listen, he's been injured for a while. For me, he is United's best defender if everyone's fit. I think there's no denying that. There was a lot of criticism when he first came to Manchester United over his price, his quality, the fact that he's been let go from Bayern Munich, Ajax, Juventus. But for me, I think he is a top-level defender, and he has, up until he got injured, he was United's best player, in my opinion. He played every game up until that point. He was a top-quality defender, and now I know he's injured right now, and we don't know when he's going to be back. It's a difficult back injury that he's had. Again, he's hopeful to be back next month, which again will be positive from him. He has a contract for a while, and I think he's someone for me who, if he is fit, I throw him straight back into that team. I think he's a very good defender, aerially very good, on the ball very good, aggressive, got a bit of pace about him. And the myth I didn't like about De Ligt was, again, the fact that he's been through many clubs. He's a top level player. You look at some of the clubs that he's been at already. He's been at, obviously, Manchester United, Ajax, Bayern Munich. Remember, he was the captain of Ajax, I think 19, was it 17? I think it was. Listen, this guy is a top footballer, and again, the injury concern is a bit of a doubt. He has been out about for a while. His last game was on the 30th of November, 90 minutes. And you look at before then, 90 minutes at Brentford, 90 minutes at Sunderland, 90 minutes away at Liverpool, 90 minutes against Forest, 90 minutes against Tottenham, 90 minutes against Everton. So he's someone who plays a lot of 90 minutes, and he's a very good player. And I think it'd just be great to have him back from injury because we need him in this team. And I know Maguire's form's been great, but I think when he is fit, he does go straight into that team. And listen, going into next season, I think it's important to have defensive depth. I think going into next season, hopefully we do get into Europe and we have those extra games, which will be absolutely vital for Manchester United in terms of revenue and giving players an opportunity. I think that's something that will absolutely be important for someone like De Ligt. I think he is at a point when he was playing, I think he was one of the best centre-backs in the Premier League up until he got injured, and then obviously that had a massive effect. But I think he will complement Martinez very, very well. It gives Carrick a tough decision to make, because do you drop Maguire? I think that'd be undeserved. His form has been quite good, but obviously he's had an injury scare. He is back in training, Maguire, but depending on his fitness, do you drop him out of the team? But I think De Ligt being back next month is huge. We have some big games left, and I think De Ligt would be part of that. You look at some of the games that we have left. We still have to play Liverpool at Old Trafford, which again is not going to be easy. We have to play Chelsea at Stamford Bridge as well. We have to play Newcastle at St James Park. I don't think he'll be back for that one, but Leeds, Chelsea, Brentford at home, Sunderland away, Brighton. So there are some tough games in there, and I think having De Ligt back will be absolutely vital for Manchester United. Now, listen, there's been talks about Vinicius Jr., as I said. Nothing's going to happen there. I think it's just nonsense story, if we're being honest. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is kind of the Ratcliffe comments and the Glazers kind of getting involved, which is interesting. So Ratcliffe has always spoken highly of the Glazer family, describing them as the nicest people on the planet last year, is what he said. Again, don't know where he was getting that from, but I take everything he says with a pinch of salt, really. But according to the source familiar with him, the club's majority shareholders have been horrified by his initial remarks and will see them as disregard for their ownership. The Glazers, whose grandparents were Lithuanian Jewish immigrants to the US, are yet to comment on the episode, but the source believes a key reason they have supported inclusive initiatives such as All Red or Equal Club is because they see it as a brand to be nurtured and heavily commercialised, as they have taken a dim view of remarks that can make sponsors reconsider partnering with them. Listen, we know the Glazers, all they care about is money. They've done that since they've been in charge of Manchester United. I don't think there's no hiding that, really. And I think the campaigns, yes, it does do good for your United brand image and taking part in these campaigns, but it also gives them a nice bit of revenue in their pocket, and that's ultimately all they care about. I think this Ratcliffe comments, they were just out of the ordinary. They didn't make any sense. I don't know why he said them. And I think it don't make any sense why he made the quotes. I think they were wrong. I think they were entitled. And I don't think he's someone who ultimately has the passion of the club at his heart, but says that he does. It don't make any sense. I mean, let me know your thoughts on the Ratcliffe stuff. And that is your latest Manchester United update. Listen, I don't think we are going to get Macallister. I think that was just a load of nonsense. I don't think United are going to... I think we are going to get midfielders this summer. I think that's kind of obvious. We've been linked to players like Adam Wharton, Baleba, who've been interested. Obviously, in terms of Manchester United being linked, we've probably been linked with every midfielder that's on the move, even Alexis Macallister. De Ligt being back soon is a positive as well. I think that's absolutely vital. Maguire's contract is close to getting completed as well, which is good on a personal basis. But let me know your thoughts in the comments over all the story that's been reported. And again, listen, it's still another week until Manchester United play. I mean, that's what happens when you're not in Europe and you only play 40 games in the season. certain teams like Manchester City have already played their 40th game. So yeah, your clubs find themselves in a shambles position. Next week is hopefully a big week for United, but we have to get used to the breaks, the long breaks. But let me know your thoughts on all the news.